Hey there YouTube, this is Jared with Omnivore bladeworks, and it's long overdue to have a video update. There's lots of things that have been going on, and this little Americanus is about ready to be shipped. And I have all these Kodiaks over here, various colors and types that are also about ready to go. So if you're interested in one of those, let me know. I'm running very low on Anubis tomahawks. I only have a couple left over, and I have some 3B ultralights, and I have like one or two jackals, and I have one 5160 Kodiak left as well. But I'm trying to make room for some other inventory that I'm working on new stuff. Also have three of these Taipan tomahawks that are pretty much ready to go as well. Move out to the shop. I have a friend who's working on a nice headboard. He's building his own bed, so he's only been working on that for a couple days, staying out of my way. We rearranged a few things to make things more efficient, and still have this rack of stuff that needs to be processed. And here's a stack of the ETA tomahawks that need handles that will be finished up. But what I wanted to show you was some of the new blanks that I had cut out of 3/16 1095. It's the new Kodiak sword has got a more of a spear point tip, so it'll have a little stronger point geometry, and it has a thumb jimping and a little bit more ergonomic fit for your hand when you put your finger in the choil. And then the second hand grip is curved a little more, so if you really need a rear back or use your second hand, you've got a better grip retention than the old version. I'm still going to make the old version in the fancy style, which is this one with the guard, and it'll be a full profile with the welded guard and pommel. But that's another fish to fry. A friend of mine is going to be doing these Santoku, extra large Santoku chef's knives, and I'm going to do one to see how it works out. These are also 1095, and then I'm going to do the Special Forces chef's knife in 1095 to see how they do in the woods and in the kitchen. The Hangry Possum, I've been doing deburr work on these prior to grinding, so they're the Prehensile series knife, and the idea is to have a nice utility blade that's also kind of a fighter. Primary defensive grip is this reverse grip where you can keep it between your fingers and not lose control of it while you're doing things. And then the Dragon Karambit, or Skeksis, I don't know what I'm going to call it, but this is a batch that's also kind of a karambit that you can really work with. So you can actually put your thumb up here and whittle, or open boxes, or whatever. It has these little teeth on the back that are good for gripping a hold of things if you're going to use your normal karambit grip. I have one already pretty much done in AEBL. So this one's 1/8 inch thick AEBL, and it's got a Cerakote on it now. But I didn't realize that the color was going to clash with this tan TerraTough handle. But this guy is really lightweight, and it's going to be a very sharp, wicked karambit. Then I have the new Parvis XL, which some people have asked for. Basically, I have a big long grip on a short blade knife, and it's going to be a little handle heavy, I think, but it's going to be really comfortable for either a choked up grip or and it's got a little jimping here for the thumb if you need to thrust with it. And then the lanyard skeletonized hilt will provide retention with a pin in the sheath, and also allow you to lash the knife to a pole and use it as a improvised spear if you need to. And then this oval cutout in the back will actually be covered up by the scales, and there'll be a slot in the scales so that you can wrap a lanyard through there and not have it in the way. And then the new Hungry Javelina is going to be like a miniature chef's knife with my Javelina style handle, which has got the wrenches and the bottle opener and the oxygen cylinder wrench built in. And you can poke stuff with it, or you can cut, whatever. Kind of a tiny little fixed blade. Oh, this is the new Horribilis chopping bowie, and it's going to have a false edge back there on the spine, and an area for batoning or gripping back up here, and also here on the thumb shelf area. And should be a nice lighter weight version of the lighter weight but faster and better chopping version of the Horribilis. And then I'll be making the original version as well, which I have one of in 3V. This is the original version. Well, this is the 2nd gen versus the 3rd gen. So you can see it's essentially the same knife, but the new one's got a longer handle and a wider blade, and whereas the old one's kind of like a bayonet looking thing. So I'll be making another batch of these in 1/4" 1095, and a couple of them in 3/16 CPM 3V. This one's a heavy duty 5/16 version that's already spoken for. In the grinding room, it's still a mess. I haven't been spending a lot of time in here, but a friend of mine has been working on a small batch of Tanuki Tanto, which I'll be doing also a few of. And I have my 3V Raven daggers, fancy ones, and the 3V Unkindness short swords, which will hopefully be getting done this winter as well. And probably be putting another grinder in here. I'm inventing an edge sander that'll go right there, I think, and that'll help speed things up as well. As always, I bit off more than I could chew, and I also have still have little AEBL kitchen knives and baby crow daggers to think about and work on. And I've got some Magnum Imambas up here that need sheaths. I got a mid-sized heavy-duty 3B tomahawk that have never had a sheath for yet either, and just my brain has caused problems with too many irons in the fire. The Hungry Possum AEBL, I've got 2 of these with blue handles, and they just need final finishing and sheaths. So there's lots of stuff that's in the pipe, and I'm hoping to get the website worked on so that I can actually represent these things online, and of course also find the time to finish these things, and also clean up projects and just do everything there is to do, which is hard for just one guy. So hope you'll bear with me, and hopefully we'll have great things to come this autumn season. So I guess that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and see you around.